We off in this place, catching vibes, sit back and we blaze in the sky like I'm out of space.
What's going on, cigar world? What's going on, cigar enthusiasts? This is Jack the Cigar Enthusiast.
And you got your boy Johnny the Cigar Banker.
And we are the Virtual Smoke Deck. Man, how's everybody's Sunday going, boy? How your Sunday going, Johnny?
Hey, listen, Jack, I'm gonna tell you one more time, man. Us Southern boys, true Southern boys, we cook better than y'all jokers down in Florida. So I was slaving in the kitchen this morning, doing what I do. They asked for my famous mac and cheese again, so I had to give it to them. So,
bro, is that what you have to tell yourself at night to make you sleep better?
I'm gonna tell you, it's a famous mac and cheese, dog. The mac and cheese is busting. All right, I'm not gonna tell y'all my special ingredient. All right, you got to taste it to kind of get the feel for it.
Boy, got that whole Velveeta pack up in there. They're talking about some sliced cheese. The secret recipe is the government cheese, baby.
Hey, listen, but you know what they say? That's old people, man. Like your grandmamas and shit like that. They be like, "That's the best macaroni and cheese with that government cheese, even though the cheese don't melt." They say the cheese don't.
Hey, try to cut it up into little blocks. Talking about some boy, that job be busted. No,
you got a whole block of cheese in your.
But what was that? That was still cold. That macaroni sitting at 400 degrees, but the cheese still at 50. Man, if you're new to the Virtual Smoke Deck, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell, give us a huge thumbs up. And if you're watching from Facebook, don't be the only one that has amazing content at your fingertips, man. Go ahead and hit that share, create a watch party, put it in your favorite group, man. Let's do it, big dog. Hey, man, Johnny came out here to Florida. He not one time. I take that back. He came out here to Florida with the crew. Yeah. Johnny don't act right. So, speaking of Johnny not acting right, what happened to that video that was on your Facebook?
Hey, listen. See what happened was I was like, I was being cautious. So I was like, you know what? I'm trying to I guess another shit that we're gonna talk about too. I was trying to say, I don't want to end up in jail. I don't want anybody to report it. Maybe someday in the future I might still want to be a pastor. And I don't want nobody hacking the church social media. Yeah.
Hey, you don't want them to post you like that one pastor. That one pastor.
Not the one in the bedroom now.
The one that was sweating, yeah. Hey, I seen one that said something about
what he was like, I beat that cat up or something like that.
Yeah, something like this, like I ate the cat up or that was something crazy.
He's from 40 minutes of road from me.
Get out of here.
I swear.
I knew it was some South Carolina stuff.
Oh, backwood country, South Carolina.
So where they meet, where you got to go 5 to 6 miles down the road to get to their church, and it's right over the little bridge. Hey, so anyway, they post a video or a picture talking about the first lady was Foxy Reynolds.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Boy, first lady for that video?
For his church. I said, boy, they better stop. If y'all don't know who Foxy Reynolds is, man, just go hit the Google button.
And if y'all ain't seen that video, y'all gotta see it. Please see it.
Bro, dude was dripping.
He was sitting on the.
It was like, yeah, I just got done. It was like some Ricky D commercial, big dog. Like
he was sitting on the floor, like he did his job, man. Like he did his job well. Oh man.
Hey, what's up, KB? How you doing, my brother?
That's a solid brother right there, man. KB, what's up with you, brother?
Hey, but dog, I seen that. I said, boy, the internet don't miss, dog. The internet just don't miss. So me and Darnell was talking, and I was trying to show Darnell the video. I was like, bro, did you see what Johnny did?
And, I can tell him I can send it to him now.
I can send that to you. So then we got this dude named Malcolm that comes in. And Malcolm is notorious for these, man. He'll bring us like 4 boxes of ginger chews.
Yeah.
If you don't know what ginger chews is, for all my smokers, So if you smoke a lot of cigars, eventually your throat start hurting and your palate get like really worn out. You suck on one of these suck on them the same way Johnny sucked on them toes.
Boom, yeah.
For about 4 for about 30 minutes.
Oh man.
And then boy, you're gonna be feeling a lot better, and drink some water while you're at it because it get real spicy too. Nevertheless, hey, we're not sponsored by them, so I'm just telling y'all what Malcolm comes in and brings in. So anyway, that dude will come in and bring a box of them things. So we told him, we like, hey Malcolm, you got beat out by a young bro. And he like, what you talking about? He said, we told him what happened, and he was like, Jack, I did that first at the cigar lounge. And mind you, the cigar lounges that y'all was at and y'all did that makes sense. This is not at Dapper D's, okay? They was not sucking toes at no Dapper D's, bro. So anyway, boy, that dude ended up dying. He was like, boy, I had her in the corner. I said, boy, you're nasty. So
listen, the key word is you got to take the toe polish off, man. When you suck it, you got to take the toe polish off.
Hey, boy, that means your breath too hot if you take the toe polish off. Because most of these girls got acrylic on their feet, so I don't know what you got going on.
Oh man,
I don't know what you got going on with your breath, boy, but you got to get that fixed ASAP.
Hey, listen, Jack, but we had a good time, man, and hands down, man. I'm not saying this because I'm biased or I'm trying to kiss Jack ass. I ain't got to kiss his ass. Hands down, Dapper D's got the best humidor in the Jacksonville area, man. I mean, that's just what it is. Hey, I mean, that's facts. Even
you went to every single one of them, didn't you?
Literally, and we even checked out a shop down in I think some of the club came Friday, and they checked out a shop in Fernandina. Yeah. I ain't gonna name no names, and they were like, this ain't for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said the vibe like was absolute terrible. I mean, and that's just facts. I mean, hands down, Dapper D's got the like when Jack says that Dapper D's got the most premier cigar selection in Jacksonville. Please believe that is facts.
Hey, I didn't tell him to say none of this. So I just soak it all in. You know what I mean? I let people see for themselves.
It's the reason why he in business and chose that area of Jacksonville, because it was in dire need of premium cigars that are well taken care of. And they do a damn good job over at Dapper D's, man.
Big facts. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Man, how did the club enjoy themselves while they was in Jacksonville?
Too much. We should have carried. We should have stayed in Charleston. We should have stayed. Listen, because I'm gonna tell you the bad thing is, if y'all don't know, our hotel was right next to Dapper D's. Okay. Mm-hmm. I got into Jacksonville Saturday around like 11. By 12:30, I was already saucy. Okay. So I think we by the time we hit Dapper D's, we went to Island Girl first. Came back to the hotel, shower, change, put on some fresh clothes, went to Dapper D's. By the time, and like I told Jack, man, by the time I got Dapper D's, I had a couple of that Dow's port and Buddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, hey, Mosley sleeping on the port, dog. I'm trying to tell you.
I was two-stepping a little bit, boy. Listen, I was dancing, and some people, you gotta teach them how to dance, because some folks don't know how to two-step, man. You know, they don't know how to two-step. But apart from that, man, the club had a good time, man. We enjoyed ourselves.
They don't know how to two-step because they're not from Chicago. You know, R. Kelly made that, dog.
I'm gonna tell you though, Chicago and like Detroit style of two-stepping, man, is something to do, man. That shit is nice. It's nice, bro.
And two-step ain't easy. You just can't be up there just moving your feet. You gotta have some.
Hey, them old heads be smooth, man.
What?
Hey, be smooth.
Hey, real quick, bro. hey, that two-step to change your whole life, especially when you got some liquor courage in your system.
Oh yeah, you good to go after that.
So y'all had a good time.
We had a great time, man. We had a doggone great time, man.
Hey, I was reflecting on that whole weekend, man, and I was like, man, if we actually had clubs that was like, all about cigars and actually like enjoying themselves and different things like that, man, it'd be something crazy, you know what I mean? Like for especially for me, you know, for people to, you know, call that their home, you know, call Dapper D's their home, you know, especially from like a cigar perspective, like that's everything, man. I see Otto. Shout out to my man Otto.
What's up with your brother?
Otto was the freshest one out of there. All y'all.
Otto's playing ball. Otto had that headgear on, boy.
Boy had that 1940 headdress.
Yo, not too many people can pull it off, man. That's a tough pull off right there.
Hey, here you go, Ken. Here you go being technical. It's actually a two-step because you go one, two front, 1, 2 back. And really, if you want to be technical, it's really like 4, but it's just 8 steps that goes into completing one full 2-step, bro.
Hey, and it's smooth, yo. I would literally sit on YouTube for hours and watch Muggs 2-step, yo. And I'm like, these jokers, I mean, it's like they got damn like slickness at the bottom. I mean, they just so smooth with it, yo. I'm like, God, Lisa.
So yeah. Out of y'all experiences, what was the differentiating factor between Charleston and Jacksonville? Good or bad?
So and this is, I smoke at pretty much every shop in the damn Low Country, man, and shit, South Carolina, and a lot of people, and this is just the honest truth. I can name shops.
You can give props to
take care of the cigars. Yeah. And I can name shops that take care of the cigars, man. Because nothing's worse than buying a 21 shit, an $8 cigar, and it's not smoking the way it should be smoking, right? You know, my guys down over at Dan Greenwald from Cigars on Maybank. Dan worked for General Cigar Company for 20 years, I think. And then he retired, came down here to South Carolina, Johns Island. He opened up a beautiful shop, man, and his selection is impeccable. And the cigars are, I mean, you can, if you're a real cigar smoker, you know the difference between a cigar that's properly humidified and a cigar that's not. Yeah. And then, even if you're more technical, you know the difference between a cigar that, let's say, wasn't properly humidified, was brought back to the right humidity, versus a cigar that's always been kept at the right humidity. Yeah. There's 2 different flavors to it, right? Yeah. And I will say this, Jack, your cigars are like, the Muggs smoke. Yeah. They smoke. Compared to like Charleston cigar shops, Charleston is not, and maybe it's because of our market, but I would consider Dapper D's a more higher end shop, right? Yeah. Charleston doesn't have any. Shit. South Carolina doesn't have any. Really? Kingsleaf is working on Kingsleaf is doing a beautiful job. We have our shop. Kingsleaf will actually open up the first high end shop in Charleston, apart from our next location, which is really beautiful. But downtown, right across from Francis Marion Square, we completely remodeled the shop. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, that's gonna be probably it's gonna be the first high-end shop in South Carolina. I think I can say that, you know. And then it's really gonna be the nicest shop in the damn Low Country, and that's hands down. I mean, really? Jack, they spared no expense, and that shop, because I worked there part-time now, so yeah. I'm not there every day seeing the guys coming in the morning, do the work. Yeah. So I'm there every other weekend or whatever the case would be. So, you know, last week compared to 2 weeks from now, I'm like, God damn, these Muggs is working, man. It looks really great. So they're trying to go for an Asian inspired theme, with like a homage to Charleston. So I mean, when you walk inside of the shop, it literally looks like you're walking in the living room. I mean, the only tall tale sign that you're in a cigar shop are the ashtrays on the table. Yeah. So it looks really nice, man. So, but yeah, apart from that, man, Charleston doesn't have it. And Dapper D's, and the beer and wine selection, your wine selection is impeccable.
Thanks, bro.
Yo.
Hey, I promise, I didn't tell Johnny to say none of this, man. I actually told Johnny the complete opposite. I said, man, look, I know you guys are gonna say, you know, they enjoy themselves, you know, they like Dapper D's, but what is the things that they don't like? You know what I mean? Like, what's the things that they say that we need to change, and you know, what was it? And this is just his words, you know what I mean?
No, this is facts, man. I mean, so like, I think the only thing, like, and even the dress code wasn't a problem for us. I think we all dressed pretty appropriately. Yeah. You know, it wasn't crazy. But I mean, apart from that, we all had a great time, man. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it was new to us because the ventilation was great. We used to smoking in the smoky ass shop, but we used to a cigar shop. But I mean, we really enjoyed our time there, and Otto can agree too, man. We had a damn good time, man. And then afterwards we checked out Goodfellas. And to point, I did not know Jacksonville was that damn big, yo.
Jacksonville is huge.
Yo,
it's the largest city in the United States land-wise.
Dude, we love Dapper D's because I promised Tracy I would pull up, man, and wanted to keep that word. Pulled up the Goodfellas. I swear the ride felt like, maybe because I was drunk too and I wasn't driving, I was in the passenger seat. That ride felt like it took 2 hours, like 40 minutes to get to.
Yeah.
But Goodfellas, shout out to Tracy and the team over at Goodfellas, man. They showed us a really great time as well, man. I showed my ass completely. But at that point, all that liquor was just all the liquor and the wine and the beer. It just said,
boom.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was like,
gotcha.
Go time. It's go time.
Hey, big facts. Hey, I see that you broke your bottom of your shoes and all that, dog.
I did so damn much. It don't make no sense. And I woke up the next morning like, damn, my back hurt. God, dog. I was sore.
Hey, you know the crazy part that is all put together is, if Jacksonville like cigar lounges was to really decide that not everybody has to be the best all the way around,
yeah,
right? And, there's certain things that people should do very well within their business, right?
Absolutely.
And that's the thing that they should do best, right?
Yes.
But the fact that everybody tries to compete with everybody, it makes it real hard. Not even hard for like owners or anything like that. It makes it hard for people to just sit back and relax. I say it and I mean it when I say it. I love my customers. Not all the time I want to be around my customers. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean I want to go to somebody else's shop and talk to their customers on why they should come to Dapper D's.
Yeah.
Not even close. We're just going. I just want to go somewhere that's like, hey, whatever. Let me just smoke. Let me just chill. Let me get my drink. Let me just.
Whoa! Don't you miss it,
bro? I'm trying to tell you, dog. When you can sit in a cigar lounge and not have to worry about nothing, or what you here for? You know what I mean? Like.
Or even
I'm
the
just
bad
fucking here to smoke. That's all.
The bad thing is like, especially me and you can both attest to this, man. Like going inside of a cigar shop and everybody know you. Like there'll be times where I just
extra large.
I just want to dip off, go to the shop. I love walking into the shop where nobody knows me because I could just chill. Ain't nobody asking me what to smoke, which I love that. But there's some times where I just want to be a regular ass smoker.
Right.
I can go process some thoughts, get a drink, and smoke.
Hey,
but, go ahead.
But you're absolutely right. Like a lot of people, I don't know. Like I guess I'm just at a point where, not even at a point. I just never had to be, the guy in the limelight. I don't even like being at even at my lounge. Like y'all see how it was at my lounge. Like people's like, that's not, but you won't think it. I'm just sitting in the mix, just vibing with my wife, smoking and enjoying the vibes. Like I don't want to be all like, man, I gotta go talk to every single person, every single this and every. But I walk in, I go in my humidor, buy a cigar, buy a drink, and sit down.
Yeah,
like that's what I want. Don't come ask me for nothing. My Darnell be like, hey, if Jack is here, he's a patron. You know what I mean? Like, don't fucking talk to him. And it's not like it seemed like kind of like a D move, but it's really not. Like, it's just like respect the time that he wants to spend. Yeah. Not worried about what's going on tonight and what's this and what's that. And man, we enjoyed you guys a lot, man.
Hey, but Jack, you said something really great, man. And I think about 2 weeks ago, I shared something on Facebook, and it was about how, especially, this could be in the cigar industry. This is really any business, right? Like, you got to know your audience. Like, as a business owner, and you're a business owner. I was, at one point in time. We are not going to capture everybody.
No.
And that shouldn't be our goal.
Mm-mm.
Our objective shouldn't be I want to capture everybody because you can run yourself out of money and business.
Yeah.
And just like you said down in Jacksonville, man, you got to try to figure out because like for cigar shops and instances, there are going to be some shops that specify specifically on like their humidor. Yeah. It may be a run-of-the-mill shop You know, it may not be the prettiest little thing, but they got sticks. They got sticks for days. I mean, good sticks, limited edition sticks. They gonna take care of you on the stick side, right? And then there are some shops that are the complete opposite. You know, they got maybe the vibes, like the club scene vibes, they got a smaller humidor, but sticks is not their first objective.
Selling liquor is.
They have liquor, you know what I'm saying? But then you got those motherfuckers that they don't have an identity, so they try to capture everybody. And it's like, dude, what are you?
And
that's anything in business,
And that's the thing about trying to capture everybody, that you're never going to actually make everybody happy.
Nope.
Right? So you having this mindset that I'm gonna capture everybody, which means that every time somebody has a problem or something that they don't like, you're gonna change something to try to accommodate that one person. You accommodated that one person now they don't even care that you took the time and effort to accommodate them.
But they 20 bucks.
You also probably lost 20 people because you made that one change.
Absolutely.
And that's how it was, even for our dress code. It was like, I wanted to set a standard. Jacksonville has had this standard that is, that I didn't like. I wasn't too fond of it, when we first got here. And I said, well, look, I'm going to set a standard. And once I set the standard, I could bring back the standard.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have different things like the dress code on the door. The dress code on the door is going to, you got to come looking like something.
Yeah.
Versus, I never said that you got to come in a 5-piece suit and you need to have, polished shoes. Make sure you stop by the airport first and go see the dude to polish up. Go to your local cleaner and get a, crispy pants and say, hey, no flip-flops.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the flip-flops. You can make flip-flops look good. And people used to argue up and down, but like with Jack, millionaires wear flip-flops. Guess what millionaires also got? Is fucking shoes. I don't give a fuck. I don't care that they got millions. And that it ain't like they gonna come and spend millions with me. You may spend a couple thousand.
Yeah.
You're not gonna spend $1 million. So I tell Tyler Perry walk in and be like, Tyler Perry, I love your movies. I know you're very successful.
But you gotta take that fucking wig off, dude.
But you gotta go put some shoes on, Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
We had the dude. Now he didn't stay. I don't think I ever shared this, but we had the guy that plays the new Captain America. In the Avengers Endgame. When they clicked and they brought everybody back, he brought back him not being able to not age or something. So when he came back, he was like, he had the ability to age. So eventually he died and stuff like that. So he passed it on to Anthony Mackie. So when he passed it to Anthony Mackie came in the store and told. So the driver, what never had came to Dapper D's before, but after Anthony Mackie came, he came in. It was like Anthony Mackie said, he loved your store and he loved your cigar selection and stuff like that. And it's like, bro, if we do something right, for one person, do it wrong for 10 other people, you got to take that one.
Yeah,
I take that one down. But so many people. I remember Jeff Bezos had when we had all that stuff going on, with George Floyd and all that stuff happened. And Jeff Bezos, commented his response, and one of his customers like, I can't believe that you sided, with that and woo out the bam. And he was like, well, guess what? This is my stance. And at the end of the day, if you don't like it, you're a customer I don't care to have anyway. I mean, and it goes both ways. It goes both ways, man. And I don't think people absolutely understand that.
They don't, man. It's like I said, man. We had a great time, man. We went to. I think that was all of the shops in the Jacksonville area. I want to say. We maybe missed a few, but some of the more popular shops, we went to all of them.
Yeah.
And we had a blast, man, and it was definitely a great time.
Well, I can't wait to see, Jacksonville's chapter.
Yes.
Come to Jacksonville, man. Hopefully, they find a home here at Dapper D's. But if not, hopefully we see him, man. And
absolutely,
at the end of the day, that's all we can ask for.
Absolutely, man.
What got more? Hey, you know, and that's the crazy part, Ken. Like even for you to say that, like, so I remember when I went to New Orleans and we had that podcast at with Nick at I can't think of the shop name, but I think it's fuck, I can't remember. But the shop was right off of Bourbon Street, and one of the guys came in, and he has a group called Smoking Therapy or Smoke Therapy or something like that. And he came in, and dude, my hotel was like, now I walked to it because I mean the Uber was just ridiculous. I wasn't about to pay $30 to go a mile up the road. Yeah. And he ends up walking with me all the way to my hotel, and his car was the whole opposite way, just because we was talking. And you know, and that goes to Ken's point. It's like I never did it. I never did it for that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we wanted to create brand recognition and all of that stuff, but also we need to show that there's another side to the cigar, you know, world versus like this philosophy that if I'm trying to say it. I gotta say it right though. Can't mess this up, okay? Yeah. You know, it's just another side to it outside of popularity. I never did this for popularity. I did it because I love smoking cigars, man.
Facts.
You know
people,
what I mean?
The good thing about that, Jack, too, is people.
Crescent City cigars, yeah.
When it's organic, man, people recognize it, man. Like you can't. Hey, that's Keisha, man. That's it. Absolutely.
Let's go. Hey, Keisha. Hey, whenever y'all want to do y'all coming out thing, man, and you know, build more members, man, let me know. We'll set it up. Let's set it up. But keep going, bro.
No. Yeah. But you can't fake like organic or realness. Yeah. Like you can't like shit. Me and you both consider the same thing, man. Like I get. Don't get me wrong. We're just talking about this. I love doing what I do. Yeah. I love being around people. Yeah. You know, even down to like some of the crazy shit I post on social media. I do it because hey, somebody might be having a jacked up day, and they just need a laugh. That's it. They just need a laugh. You know, that's why I do it. Not because I don't care. I do it because they need to laugh. You know, but in the cigar industry, even you know, I love doing what I do. But there's sometimes where I just want to be, you know, just left alone. Yeah, you know. Right. But the bad thing about it is, man, when people, especially like the cigar industry, being in the business that we're in, you know, it's a people business.
Yes, it is.
You know, so whether we want to be left alone or not, you know, once we show people, you know, like organicness or realness, they're going to be instantly attracted to it. You know, sometimes we're an scapegoat. You know, people just could pile this shit on us, pile their problems, get a smoke, get a drink. But same for you, man. People recognize it, man, and they're attracted to it. That's all I want to say, you know. And I mean, which is hard to find nowadays, man, unfortunately. Yeah. But it is what it is.
Man, I was sitting on the phone with Mike Herklotz, I'm gonna say about a month ago or something like that. And we were talking. I think I told you this in the background, but I don't think we ever went and said it on air. But when we were talking, he was like, "Man, Jack, just keep on building." It was. He had messaged me and was like, "Jack, you know, I remember when we first talked, and he was about to start Fero Tiago, and he said, Jack, you know, you build the product, people will come, people won't like it, people will love it. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's about capturing the people that love it." Yeah. And he was talking to me. He was like, "Jack, man." He was like, I was like, "Man, it's time for you to come back on the show, you know, are you down for that?" And he was like, "Man, absolutely." He was like, "Man, I was talking to one of another owner, and he was not owner, but a couple manufacturers, and he was like, man, you know, y'all podcast came up. You and Johnny is doing great things out there." And I was like, man, it's just a testament to what we love to do. We don't come on here and be like, you know, oh my God, we have to give a whole show. Like even today, I told Johnny, ain't shit new in the news. Like,
hey dog, like you always said, Virtual Smoke Deck only got one sponsor.
One sponsor, dog. We only got one sponsor, and so You know, it's just one of those things where it's organic. And I think that's what people love about it. You
Absolutely.
know, even when we go to trade show next year, and then we have another trade show in 2024, probably gonna be in New Orleans in April. But nevertheless, I keep you up to that.
Yes.
But even when we go to trade show, man, you know, it's not about how many people be like, ooh, man, that's Jack or that's Johnny. It's more of like, yo, these motherfuckers cool. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to sit here and talk to nobody. Like I'm one of those people that love people, but I don't get my recharge with people. I get my recharge by myself. You know what I mean? I can sit in a lounge with nobody and be fully recharged and ready to go once I leave it, because all I needed was I just needed time with myself. Now you have other people that they have to have, you know, they're so energetic and they're so introverted to the point where they get their recharge on seeing people excited. Nothing wrong with those people. But it's just part of it. So when you're able, no, we're not. We're not going to Minnesota. First and foremost, one, I don't even like the snow. I'm from Chicago and I hate snow, so I'm never coming to Minnesota because I would never be able to see it for like 7-8 months out of the year. All kidding aside, though, fellas, the cigar industry is really booming on a new generational grassroots level. Though Chicago just successfully had an entire cigar week. Hey, that's what's up, dog.
Yeah.
The festivities got capped off with an event that's hosted several hundred smokers in the Forest Reserve in the city, dog. That's what's up, bro. Like, you know, I was talking to Garrett. I was talking to Garrett, and without getting too deep into the conversation, Garrett was asking about a particular brand and said, well, how's that brand doing? And I said, well, the brand does well. It's more of a celebratory cigar, though. And Kenneth, I just want to, this is in correlation. So it's just a more of a celebratory cigar, and it's bigger. It's a bigger ring gauge. I think if you guys came out with something in a Robusto Toro size of it, you'll fucking see it fly off the shelves. And he said, well, Jack, do you really understand the story? I said, well, motherfucker, yeah, I understand the story, but what's the story got to do with it? He was like, well, tell me the story. I said, well, this cigar was, quote unquote, you know, created for Jay-Z, and it was created to really capture the Black audience. And this is just the facts of it. He said, you know, Jack, you're right. He was like, we created this cigar because through research and, you know, R&D, pretty much research and development, we noticed that a lot of African Americans love a bigger ring gauge cigar. Not only because they think it's more price effective, but they just feel like, I don't know, they just like a bigger cigar. And I said, well,
So you're right, they don't know.
They just don't know. And I said, you know, we when people think of cigars, you know, prior to the 90s, it was thinking of like Suge Knight and Biggie and, you know, all of this stuff. And look, we're not going down that pathway, but nevertheless, Black people don't only smoke big ring cigars, like, and nobody gives a fuck that you made it for Jay-Z.
Don't care.
Nobody gives a fuck about that. How does a cigar smoke? And is it too fucking big? We get so like going down one road talking about I gotta accommodate again exactly what we just got done talking about. I gotta sit here and try to capture this one audience as African Americans and say because they love bigger cigars. No, that's not fucking true.
You're missing it, man.
That's not true.
Listen,
that's a big ass stereotype for no reason.
That reminds me. I mean, it all. The conversation we had with Jeff too, man. Back at like I literally live, breathe, and sleep off of that conversation, man. That conversation we had with Jeff, man, when he kept on reiterating, "Hey Jack, grow your business slow. Hey Jack, grow your business slow. Hey Jack, grow your business slow." And I ain't gonna call no names, man, but you know, I think we said this on like a couple podcasts before, how like people get into this as a popularity contest, you know, where there's like some of these jokers, like I'll say it's a cigar, and I brought it up to South Carolina. It's a shop that opened up. They call themselves a cigar shop, right? In South Carolina. Not gonna say where, but they opened up South Carolina. and they don't even have a humidor jug. And they call themselves a cigar shop. And people ask me, Johnny, you gonna visit? Johnny, you gonna visit? I'm like, no. It's black owned. I don't give a rat's ass.
It don't matter who fucking owns it,
I don't
dog.
care, man. I said, I'm gonna go there and do what? Bring my own cigar and pay a cutting fee? Because I'm not buying that jacket lighter. You're not like, it's literally maybe 10 boxes that sit on top of a counter. But they call themselves a cigar shop. And I'm like, why even get into the business? Because obviously, if you had passion, you would have known this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
I say they should have named the damn cigar shop, come smoke with me inside my house.
Yeah.
Like, because I know mugs that got more sticks inside their house than you do in your shop,
Yeah.
And it just blows my mind, man, that I don't know, man. People just, they get into things for the wrong reason, like popularity, or they want to be the first, which I hate that shit. Don't be the first. Just be the first to do it right. Do it right, which may take time. You know what I'm saying? Because some jokers, they want to be the first. I mean, you're the first, all right. The first to make a fool out of yourself. Just be the first to do it right. So, but anyway, enough.
Hey, but you absolutely right. Hey, Meek. We look forward to it. Just reach out. But yeah, like it just gets to a point where it just doesn't make sense. So I told him, I said, look, bro, you trying to capture an audience that is like your thought process is old, and it's another word for it, but I'm not gonna put that out, right?
Yeah.
But it's very stereotypical. Yeah. In a way that it's like, yo, that's not true, bro.
Yeah.
That's not fucking true, because if you bring that shit to me, like somebody try to literally sell me on that shit, I'm gonna get pissed the hell off. Like, bro, don't nobody want that cigar. Don't nobody want this big cigar because it was created by X, Y, and Z. Same, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't even know the name of this shit, man. The Nas cigar, the Escobar. I had that.
I ain't even trying to smoke. Oh, you posted it on your story, yo. That's the one you posted like a couple of days ago.
Yes.
Yo, I wasn't even gonna waste my money,
bro.
Jack, how was it? You said it was Crocker.
That thing is trash, man. That thing is trash. Throw it away, man. And the shit that pisses me off is you got Nas to back this thing for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we all know, like, if you into hip hop and all that hip hop rap, especially like 90s, the good stuff, like, bro, everybody gonna try it because it's Nas' name behind it. You got DJ Khaled over here boasting and bragging about it. The shit is trash, bro.
Yeah.
Whoever makes that cigar from the back of their fucking house. And I said it, bro. I said it, dog. How much
was it to be exact?
It was like $25. Like $25. And I'm like, yo, you gotta be out your rabbit ass mind.
Yo,
bro,
that is crazy.
I put it like this. Now y'all just seen me smoking that other cigar. Man. I retro held all my cigars, so I'm giving you 120,000.
He said other cigars, so y'all know what that means. If he don't name it, we understand where he going at with it.
What?
You said?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was smoking a La Gloria Cubana Cuban.
Okay, got you.
That was good. That was good.
Okay.
No, but I was retro helling it, so I'm giving it throughout the whole smoke. I'm giving it 120,000% my best to try to get engaged, to learn more about it, so I can tell my staff.
Yeah.
And then so here's a caveat, right? So the dude comes to me that raps for him and was like, I know you heard of our new cigar called Escobar, backed by Nas. You want to bring it in? No, motherfucker.
I don't care who's back by.
No. And then on top of that, you don't want to give a sample because you think the name Nas is just going it's an easy selling point.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Save that shit for Atlanta.
Literally. Literally. Like, do great in Atlanta because that's where it's gonna do great at. Like, don't bring that shit to nowhere there.
You can't market that to no brick and mortar established cigar shop. It's not going.
You know what's crazy though, Johnny? Here's the crazy part though. Like there's big companies that will bring this in because it would attract
facts.
Facts. The demographic that they may be lacking in.
That's facts.
And but here's a caveat is you're gonna bring it in under this expectation. Yeah. And you're going to only try to sell it
to a certain demographic.
To a certain demographic. Yeah. Right? And so while you're sitting here trying to sell it to this one demographic, and then they start smoking and be like, well, what I pay, X, Y, and Z, and this is trash.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's like you only try to market to another certain demographic.
Yeah.
Cigar lounges.
Yeah. Or
just like huge lounges that can buy 3 boxes and throw it in,
shits and giggles.
One store and just say I support and I have it. You know what I mean? And that's the job that's crazy. And it's a lot of people that have cigars that's even famous now. I mean, not famous now, but they've been famous. They play football and stuff like that. The cigars are just too big.
Yeah.
Like I cannot sit up here and try your cigar legitimately if it's an 8x80 and that's the only size you made.
That's not
or a 7x70, that's the only size you made. I'm
even
sorry.
A 660, because why are you making a cigar in the 660 if you're new to this?
Yeah, like that job don't make no sense. Don't make no sense to me, dog. And it's all based off of this notion that if I want to market to African Americans, and this is just what it is.
Yeah.
If I want to market it to African Americans, I have to make a bigger ring gauge.
Yeah.
It's not true.
No, absolutely.
Cigar aficionados, cigar enthusiasts, people that love cigars, they don't necessarily care about the size because 9 times out of 10, they have one size that they're going to go to anyway.
Yep.
Right? And if they don't have that particular size, they're either going to go the next size up or the next size down.
Yep.
Right? It's not going to be, okay, I usually smoke Robustos. You only have a 6x60. I'm going to smoke your 6x60. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. And it's not, and I promise you, I'm not trying to be, kind of.
No, it's just facts. It is absolute facts, man. It is facts. That is all facts. Man,
it just, what's up, Charles? It's mind-boggling to me. And it's like, oh, Jack bogus because Jack said this. No, it's like, bro, it's facts. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want me to say? Hey, no, I'm not getting personal, dog.
I promise you, Kenneth, at the end of the show, when we offline, I'm gonna say, hey, dog, what's the goal you talking about? Because I got something in my mind right now, and I'm like, okay.
Hey, it's just the stuff that you see. You know what I mean? Like, and it just don't make sense to me. It just don't. I'm telling
you, man, you got mugs. It literally like I was like even just social media, man. I be strolling, and I'm telling you, man, it's some shit I don't even like react. I swear to God, Jack, I will untag myself. Don't tag me in no shit. That's a bunch of BS. I will untag myself and say remove from profile. Like take that shit off my profile, man. I don't want that a part of me, man. Because some of these cats, man, like I said, they get into it for the wrong reason. Ain't no passion behind it. They number one, I would be upset to put my name on anything that doesn't smoke well, or doesn't perform well. Like I wouldn't like. I don't understand it. It's beyond me. I don't give.
It's beyond. But you know what? A lot of people do is.
I like money, Jack. I like making money, and we know these shit right here. It's not making no money.
And making no money. Well, I put it like this. It is. It is making money.
It is.
And here's the reason why it's making money.
Go ahead.
Because they have this mantra that says, oh, I'm X, Y, and Z, we're the X, Y, and Z cigar brand and doing X, Y, and Z things. And it's like, yo, when I smoke your cigar, I'm just never going back to it. and think about cigars, period, is cigar lounges, everything is really, we got technology and people want to come see you because of, what you put out on the internet. But at the end of the day, once I get you in there, if I don't do my job on making sure that you had a good experience, or our foundation was set in place for you to enjoy yourself, it don't matter. Because at that point, when you walk out that door, I ain't never going back to that place, man. You should never go back to that place. I do it to restaurants.
Facts.
You know what I mean? One restaurant, I have one that's really close to me. I'm not gonna say no names. I have one that's really close to me.
Yeah.
I used to go there like every other damn day, and I enjoyed their food until I got sick.
Yeah.
And then I got sick, and then I started noticing, some of their practices is just like
questionable, suspect.
Why is that outside your restaurant, dog?
Yeah.
That looks nasty.
Yeah.
Something ain't right about that. Hey, man. So people be like, man, how's that spot? X, Y, and Z. Man, don't eat that.
Yeah.
Don't eat that. They still eat that and be like, oh, it was good. Yeah, it was good. You right. But what's your stomach and intestines saying? Because that's what matters. What's your
toe up on the floor?
Hey, boy, you sitting on that toilet. Oh my God. Hey, you gonna sit in the chair? You sitting like this the whole time.
Your legs get the stars in them. You better sit. Your legs get tired and fall asleep, man. You hurt, man.
You hit that mug four times a day, boy.
You hurt.
Boy, you need some goddamn Vaseline, dog. You need something to make that job go down. Like, that job hurt.
You hurt, man. Oh man.
But yeah, man, that job is crazy, bro. And so, nevertheless, man, it's just it's certain things that just shouldn't happen. But you know what? I just seen. Ken mentioned it earlier. Michael Jordan. So Cigar Aficionado just did this big story saying, hey, our video with Michael Jordan hit 7 million people.
Yeah.
Well, no shit. It's fucking Michael Jordan. Like who ain't gonna watch that? I mean, I guarantee.
And non-cigar smokers.
You talk about 6-7 million, and I guarantee out of the 7 million people that watched it, the interview was just so long that they probably left it, came back to it again, left it again, came back to it again, left it.
Those views don't count,
bro. So I bet your watch hours, you get the whole episode watch, but
yeah.
Now what? And by the way, just to be frank and hit my point home a little bit further, I bet you didn't see Michael Jordan smoking those 7x70.
No.
I bet you didn't see Michael Jordan smoking a 6x60.
No.
He does like Churchill, but what's the Churchill size, Johnny?
It's not. What's that? A 7 by what?
50.
Yep, 7 by 50.
7x50, 7x52 max. So again, once you really get into smoking cigars, you realize that like none of that stuff really matters. Boy, where you at, man? Where you at? Boy, you done said this for like 20 years, bro. Hey, shout out, hey, happy birthday to Brian, man. Brian Williams.
Hey, Brian, happy birthday, man.
Out here in Jacksonville, man.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, it's crazy. But at the end of the day, hey, people gonna have their preference. People gonna have their hype. And it is what it is. But hey, when you invest in your money into something, do it right.
Do it right, man.
Do it right.
Because number one, I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna just put that out.
Hey, we gonna put you right here on the virtual smoke day.
And we ain't no haters, dog. We just tell the truth. I ain't gonna hate. I'm gonna just put it where it is, man.
If the cigar good, I tell you.
If somebody asked me to go to your shop, I'm like, dog, that ain't the move. That ain't the move.
My guys in Chicago started Michael Jordan Motorsports with him back in 2003. When I was around, he was mainly smoking Monte Cristo number 2s in the Bahiques.
Hey, the boy smoke.
Boy gonna smoke. He love his Cubans. That's one thing Michael Jordan do love his Cubans.
He smoke.
Right? But again, he wasn't smoking. He wasn't smoking that big stuff, man. So hey, but back to that cigar week. That cigar weeks. Cigar is pivotal. Cigar weeks are pivotal. And we done had this conversation, and Ken trying to get me going, but I ain't gonna fall into your stuff because I know what you're doing, and we ain't gonna do that today. But what I would say is, cigar weeks are very pivotal, and it's great if you actually do it right. And having a cigar week that is fun and hopefully educational, and also something that you never seen. The fact that you brought 100 smokers out, that's great. Yes. can you get, you had several hundreds to, this year. Can we get, almost 1,000 next year? Is going to be the question that I'm going to have, come this time, next year, because that means that they did something right. You know what I mean? But you got so many people out here just, Yo,
I'm telling you, man, it's for the show, man. And they're really putting a cap on how much, Jack, we like to make money. They're really putting a cap on how much money they can really make. Because at the end of the day, we're doing business, right? We're doing it for the culture, but we're doing it for the business aspect too. And like when you're not, like we talked about this, like we said, a couple episodes back?
Yeah.
They're not patronizing the other local shops. It's like only one person making all that money, and it's only about one person for this whole entire weekend. It's nothing. It's educational. It's all drink till you pass out, and smoke some BS boutique cigars because you don't get the capital to get some real cigar manufacturers there. So you're smoking some extremely boutique cigars.
What's that one website? What's that website? The one where you can get like $2 cigars, and it's
called dang. I'm gonna tell you right now because I know what you're talking about.
They got like real fancy rolls. They're like rolled real fancy, and they look
$2. I think that might be the name of the website.
I think you might be right.
Like the name of the website is like Fiber. I'm gonna find that damn thing.
It's like wholesale cigar wholesale. Cigar wholesale.
Somebody in the audience, hit us up because we know y'all smoking
cigar. Cheap hand rolled.
That might be it. Cheap. You know
hand
what?
rolled cigars. It's not Cigar International. It's not Holsby Smoke. Cigar International's brand is trash too, but nevertheless. Keep going. Damn, what's the name?
If y'all want to get y'all hands on some good bundle sticks, y'all, I can really point y'all in the right direction.
Damn, what's that
just
cigar?
Everyday smoke. Perdomo does a great bundle smoke. The Frescos, those are not bad if you got to get the smoking down. If you're driving, my truck drivers.
Man, if you got your what that CDL,
what?
You got the CDL. I want to say I got somebody hit me up with that link not too long ago, but it was like somewhere you go, you can
pick. It's like $2 rolls, $3 rolls,
and that's how people are making their brands.
Man, that's some bullshit, man.
Trash.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
Trash.
That ain't right, man. They should be disappointed in themselves. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
And the thing about it is, like, it's just not, you're not doing the work, man. Just do the work. Ain't no shortcuts to this, man. We say this all the time, man. Ain't no shortcuts to this. You got to get in there.
I wish I could find that.
I know. I cannot think of it right now, man. Cannot think of that crap.
They probably went out of business, man, for selling.
No. All these brands is fine. Bro, I think I told you that PCA. This is the most I've ever seen boutique cigar brands at. Oh, speaking of that. Hey, don't sit here and lie to these brick and mortars. When you trying to sell your cigar, don't sit here and say, "Well, I'm only trying to get in your lounge and this lounge." No, you're not. You're trying to get in everybody's lounge.
Yep.
I mean, at the end of the day, nobody cares. Man, it's this one dude, man. I'm gonna talk about him too because he pissed me off. This dude, every time I post something on Facebook, came in the lounge one time.
Yeah,
one freaking time, and during our paint sip and smoke, it spent maybe like $100. Like, not even nothing that was like
just a regular customer.
Oh my God, this dude just broke the bank. You know what I mean? Like, so the guy comes in every time I post something. He say, "Well, you need to do a launch party with Brief Cigars." Now, I'm putting it out there. Brief Cigars. They're the best thing. And then he says, I commented and said, well, that's not how you do it, man. If you want your cigars, in this lounge, then you need to, get off the internet and pick up a phone and call somebody, drop off some samples, and we'll decide from there. Well, the FDA doesn't allow samples, so you just have to bring it in order to taste it. I said, oh, that's how that works, huh?
It's called Breathe.
Breathe, like
Breathe. Oh,
yeah.
That sounds corny.
I said no. FDA doesn't allow cigars, so I mean samples. So we can't do that. So you just need to bring it in. I said, well, you just won't get into this shop. Well, I came to your lounge and I patronized, so I did my part. I spent money. I said, I don't give a fuck about that.
A little $100. Come on,
yeah,
man.
$100.
Hey,
that's 5 cigars. Like what?
Oh man!
And you didn't even buy those cigars. You bought a bottle of wine. So fucking what? I don't care about that, dog. If your cigar is trash, I'm gonna tell you your cigar is trash.
I gotta find
it. If major companies is bringing in samples by the ass ton, I mean, Oliva just dropped off 10 on Friday. Like you're talking about, and he was like, well, my factory does 300,000 cigars a year. I said, well, that's cute. That's real cute. That's real cute because that equates to what? 12,000 boxes. So you're doing 12,000 boxes a year, and you're proud of that?
I think I found it. Oh man, yeah, that looked real bundleish.
I said that's cute because I think Perdomo Champagne Robusto, they're putting out more than 12,000. The one size more than 12,000 boxes a year.
God.
But you want to come and say, "Oh, I should be doing that." Don't do that. Yeah, I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like you got a good cigar, you got a product, you want people to try, man, you gotta put stuff in their hand. Rocky Patel didn't become this big name in the industry because he was scared to give out samples. Cigars is gonna cost you money.
Hey, listen, Jack, I'm a child of God, so I'm gonna go add to the 7th like on his Facebook page. He got 6, so because I'm a Christian man, I'm gonna add to the 7.
I'm gonna add to the 7, boy. Hey, look,
Alex, what's good with you, man? I miss your brother, man. How's the wife doing? Hey, I'm gonna funny stuff about Alex, man. He and his wife, those 990s that Asylum came out with. Mm-hmm. He and his wife.
That was the one that bought the.
Yeah. And he and his wife smoked. And Alex, you say you smoked that joke in what, like 3 hours? I was like,
boy, lungs
hurt, man, hurt.
But yeah, man, that job was that. It's just certain things you just don't do, man, and that is one of them, man. So if you got a brand, do it the right way. You got to give out samples, man. Hey, if I own my own brand, this is how ballsy I would do it, man. I would walk into a lounge on the busiest time. I would sit here and I would ask the owner, hey, my name is Jack. I own Dapper D Cigars. This is a boutique line that we coming out with, blended by Palencia out of Nicaragua. This cigar is Honduran, has an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper with Honduras binder and a couple fillers. Here's a couple samples for you to smoke. I'm also gonna here's a couple more for your staff to smoke. I would love to hear a feedback that from your staff of what they thought about it. What can we do better, right?
Yeah.
And then also during your busy time, I would love to come back this evening and maybe pay you $50 or whatever. I don't know, nothing too crazy. But I'd just like to pass out people, or here. Take the bundle of this and just pass it out. Anybody that spends $50, just give them this free cigar on me.
Yeah.
And I would love to see how bro. That's how that shit should work.
It should, but these jokers is coming out with cigars ain't got that kind of capital. They coming out with cigars with $10,000. They trying to make a name for themselves, and I'm like, buddy.
Bro, that don't even satisfy your minimum order on a big factory.
I'm like, it ain't gonna work like that, champion.
Bro, at all.
It ain't gonna
at
work,
all.
Man.
Well, y'all know we can keep going. We can go all freaking night, man. Now they dropping some. Oh, that's a good one. Henry Clay, Warhawk, or Perdomo Champagne.
Champagne is my.
I like champagne. I'm trying to think of the Warhawk. I know I've smoked it. Is the Warhawk Dominican? Let me see. Let's Google that. We gotta get to Google. Henry Clay Warhawk review. Tomorrow. It is Honduras.
Yep.
So there's a bunch of differences right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in origin, right?
Yep.
So they have a Honduras filler, they have U.S. Connecticut broadleaf, and then they have an Ecuadorian wrapper. So you're getting a lot of mixtures, and it's really hard because the notes are the notes are going to be totally different on that. The Perdomo champagne may be a little bit tad bit spicier, but not really, because it's being counterproductive with the Warhawk is being counterproductive with the Connecticut broadleaf binder. So yes, you're getting a more where champagne is a more of a milder, mild to medium cigar. That one is probably going to be more of a medium cigar because it's going to be a little bit more robust. So if I was to sit here and say, maybe if I was to make a comparison, just one that's right off the top of my head, I would say, what about the Henry Clay Warhawk versus AJ Fernandez, New World, Connecticut. I would say that is probably one that's more different. So I would say between the two, depends on where you're trying to go with this. If you're trying to go with a milder cigar, go champagne. If you're trying to go with a more of a medium cigar, a little bit milder on the notes, give you different complexity notes, go with the Henry Clay Warhawk. Nevertheless, it has some good ratings on it got rated 95.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you before we get off, Jack, like a medium to solid medium, mild to medium, really medium cigar I've been fucking up lately is that Agnos Leaf Connecticut, boy. I promise you, I've been smoking that every morning now, man.
Is that the validation? The
validation, bro. Okay. I've been smoking that sucker like every morning, dog. I lie to you not.
I think I had the Corhole sitting around here somewhere. I haven't tried that one yet.
Dude, you missed, dude.
I haven't tried it.
Listen,
but I'm gonna trust you. Listen.
But anyway,
nevertheless, man, y'all know we can sit on here and do this all night, man. We're gonna call this one we're gonna clock out of this one. We're already on overtime right now. No, I'm just kidding. Man, we're on overtime right now. Hey, no, we appreciate you guys coming in every single week, man. Me and Johnny love what we do, and hopefully you guys gain something from it today. And this is not Jack being personal and Johnny being personal. This is what the virtual smoke deck is, man.
It's facts, man.
It's just what the virtual smoke deck is. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell, give us.
We gotta drop a gem. What's the gem before we head out?
Yeah.
This is tough. You got one?
All right, man. I got one.
Bet.
So on the virtual smoke deck, every single week we do something called a gem, right? And man, I meant to talk about another podcast I was on this week, man. Shout out to Shirtless Mike, man.
Yes,
he goes on air at 7:30 on Tuesdays, man. Make sure you go support that brother.
Yes.
He's doing some great things. I loved his podcast. And I was honored. Well, we were honored. Yes. Really. The virtual smoke deck was honored to be on his podcast. So make sure you go support him on Tuesdays at 7:30. Shirtless Mike. Yeah. So the gem of the note for this week is remember that your footsteps going forward is the only ones that matter.
Yeah.
Stop sitting here calculating and thinking about everything you did wrong.
Yeah.
And just continue to keep on going. Even when we sit here and we talk about whatever the case may be, you can still fix this.
Yeah.
Count the steps going forward, not the ones going back. It's the Breakfast Club, bitches. No, hey, look, I was just playing Breakfast Club. We're not trying to take y'all stuff. It was just a good, hey, we don't want no lawsuits. We don't want no lawsuits, okay? But no, seriously though. Only pay attention to the steps moving forward, not the ones moving back, man. We appreciate you guys. As I was stating, go ahead and follow the Virtual Smoke Deck on Instagram and Facebook, man. That way you're locked in and you're able to tune in every single week. You know when we're dropping, you know who we got coming on. We are sponsored by Dapper D Cigars. So go shop dapperdcigars.com for all your cigar needs and wants. So go follow them on Instagram and Facebook as well, man. Johnny, how was that gym for you?
Listen, that was a solid gym, man. I was gonna add to it, but listen, hey, TD Jake said this too, man. It worked so perfectly with that, man. And then we let you guys go. TD Jake said something along the lines. He was like, it's not the staircase behind you that creaks or something like that, or the one in front of you that creaks. It's the one that you're leaving. So like if you ever walked up, like your grandmama house, man, she got them old school wooden staircases. It's not the one that you're stepping up to that creaks. It's the one that you're lifting that feet up that creaks, man. So anyways, that's what I thought about. But anyway, yes, Virtual Smoke Deck.
Hey man, we are the Virtual Smoke Deck. I'm Jack the Cigar Enthusiast.
I'm Johnny the Cigar Banker.
Hey, and again, we are the Virtual Smoke Deck. Y'all have a great week. Stay safe, stay smoky, and do great things. We all go.